Imagine this. It's a morning like any other. You open your eyes, stretch, then swing your legs over the side of the bed. But this time, something feels off. Your legs aren't moving as smoothly as they used to. One side feels a bit shaky. As you step down the stairs, you find yourself reaching for the handrail even though you used to move with ease. It's not because you've been lazy, and it's not simply old age. It's because your body quietly is running low on the nutrients your legs need to stay strong and steady. After age 50, the first signs of decline don't usually show up in your heart or your blood pressure. They often begin in your legs. Weaker muscles, nighttime cramps, that slight wobble when you walk. These are your body's first message. I need strength. I need support. But here's the good news. You can turn this around. No prescriptions, no massive lifestyle changes. Just a few simple nutrients scientifically shown to support muscle strength, bone health, and nerve control. If you've ever felt your legs weakening, stay with this video until the end. And if you find this topic helpful, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so YouTube can bring you more solutions every week. Let's get started. Number 1, vitamin D, the key to keeping your legs strong. When most people think of vitamin D, they immediately think of bones. But few realize this vitamin also plays a critical role in maintaining muscle strength, especially in your legs. After the age of 50, our bodies begin to lose what are called fast-twitch muscle fibers, the very fibers responsible for quick reflexes and balance. That's why so many older adults are more likely to trip or fall sometimes from just one misstep. And one of the silent causes behind this, a lack of vitamin D. Vitamin D helps protect and preserve these fast-twitch fibers while also improving the communication between your brain and muscles. When your body gets enough vitamin D, your muscles respond faster, your legs stay more stable, and you're able to stand up, step, and turn with greater ease. But it doesn't stop there. Vitamin D also helps fight inflammation, which is crucial for seniors. Low levels of vitamin D are often linked with symptoms we tend to overlook: dull calf pain, heavy legs when walking, nighttime leg cramps, or morning stiffness. These are often dismissed as just part of aging, but the truth is they can dramatically improve simply by restoring the right amount of vitamin D. On the flip side, if you're lacking in vitamin D, you may notice slower reaction times, shuffling steps, or poor balance when changing positions. And one small stumble can quickly lead to a serious fall with consequences far beyond a bruise. It could mean a broken bone or even the loss of your ability to move independently. So how do you get more vitamin D the right way? The simplest method is to get 15-30 minutes of morning sunlight each day, ideally before 9 a.m., when the sun is gentler and your body absorbs vitamin D most efficiently. You can also include foods like salmon, mackerel, mushrooms, and fortified dairy in your diet. For many people over 60, especially those who don't spend much time outdoors, taking a daily supplement of 800 to 1,000 IU of vitamin D can make a real difference. Ask your doctor about getting a simple blood test to check your vitamin D levels. It's a small step, but it could have a huge impact, giving your legs quicker reflexes, less pain, more stability, and helping you walk through life with confidence and safety. Number 2. Calcium, the core of your bones and every step you take. If you think calcium is simply the mineral that keeps your bones strong, you're missing half the story. Calcium isn't just the material that builds your skeleton. It also acts as a switch that powers your muscles to move smoothly every day. Every time you climb stairs, rise from a chair, or simply work to stay balanced, millions of electrical signals are traveling from your brain to your muscles. And for those muscle fibers to contract and generate force, calcium is absolutely essential in that process. When your body lacks calcium, even basic movements like walking or maintaining balance can start to feel difficult. You may notice shaky leg stumbles or losing your footing when turning. Even sudden nighttime leg cramps, especially in the calves, are classic signs that your muscles are thirsty for calcium. But it doesn't stop there. The long-term effects of calcium deficiency can be serious. One study published in the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research showed that older adults with low calcium levels are twice as likely to suffer a hip fracture compared to those with adequate calcium. And hip fractures are one of the most common and dangerous injuries in seniors, often leading to permanent loss of mobility or dependence on others for care. For people over 50, getting enough calcium through food alone is often not enough, especially as the body's ability to absorb nutrients from the digestive tract declines with age. On top of that, many people avoid milk due to bloating or lactose intolerance, which only adds to the calcium shortfall. The good news is you don't need to rely solely on cow's milk to meet your calcium needs. There are many calcium-rich foods that are easy to digest and perfect for older adults. Some excellent options include spinach, kale, tofu, canned sardines with soft bones, and plant-based milks like fortified almond or soy milk. Here's a helpful tip to boost calcium absorption. Pair calcium-rich foods with vitamin D sources like fatty fish or gentle morning sun exposure. Vitamin D acts like a guide, helping calcium get delivered effectively into your bones and muscles. Remember, when your body doesn't get enough calcium, you're not just facing the risk of osteoporosis, you're triggering a chain reaction, weaker muscles, reduced mobility, and a sharp increase in fall risk. Even a small change to your meals, like adding leafy greens, tofu, or a glass of almond milk, could be the first step toward walking steadier, standing stronger, and living with more independence each day. Number 3, magnesium, the mineral that soothes muscles and sleep. There's a quiet but incredibly powerful mineral that works behind the scenes, helping you sleep better, ease body aches, and wake up with lighter, more flexible legs. That mineral is magnesium. Magnesium is your body's natural anti-tension warrior. It helps regulate nerve signals, relax muscle fibers, reduce tightness, and prevent cramps, especially during the night. For people over 50, as the body gradually loses its ability to regulate electrolytes and repair muscle tissue, magnesium acts like a buffer, calming the stress signals traveling from your nervous system to your muscles. If you've ever been sleeping soundly only to be jolted awake by a calf cramp in the middle of the night, or if you've felt stiff legs as soon as you wake up, there's a good chance you're lacking magnesium without realizing it. Magnesium deficiency can also make it harder to fall into deep sleep, cause restless tossing and turning, or leave you feeling groggy even after a full night in bed. A study by the U.S. Institute of Medicine found that up to 70% of older adults don't get enough magnesium daily, and this shortfall can directly affect your sleep quality, energy levels, and even your muscle recovery after light activity. The good news is magnesium isn't hard to find. You can naturally boost your magnesium levels through everyday foods in your kitchen: almonds, pumpkin seeds, dark leafy greens like kale and spinach, avocados, and even pure dark chocolate over 70%. These aren't just great sources of magnesium, they also provide antioxidants that support heart health and offer natural anti-inflammatory benefits. Another simple but highly effective tip to help magnesium work at its best: stay well hydrated throughout the day. Water helps transport magnesium efficiently to your muscles and tissues. Choose clean filtered water and try to avoid too much soda coffee or black tea, as they can increase magnesium loss through the kidneys. One more little-known benefit: magnesium helps regulate stress hormones in the body, helping stabilize mood and reduce anxiety. For older adults whose sleep and emotional balance can be more sensitive, regular magnesium intake can make evenings more peaceful and bedtime more relaxing. Just imagine going to bed without that heavy leg feeling. No sudden muscle twitches, no restless tossing, all because you've simply given your body enough magnesium from natural foods. It's a gentle gift you can give to your legs and your sleep every single day. Number 4, vitamin B12, recharging your body's nerve power. Some people say, my legs don't hurt, but I still can't walk steady. It's like my body isn't connected to itself anymore. That feeling, the strange disconnect, sometimes doesn't come from bones or muscles. It comes from a weakened communication line, your nervous system. And vitamin B12 is the key nutrient that keeps that system running smoothly. Vitamin B12 acts like the body's postal service, helping send messages from your brain to your arms and legs, so your movements stay smooth and precise. Every steady step, every moment of balance depends on a clear connection between nerves and muscles. When B12 is lacking, that connection becomes slow and clumsy, leading to symptoms like shaky hands, delayed reflexes, or feeling like your legs just aren't cooperating. Among older adults, vitamin B12 deficiency is surprisingly common. This can happen due to reduced absorption in the digestive system, often from age-related changes, stomach medications, or a diet low in animal-based foods. People who follow vegetarian or mostly plant-based diets are at even greater risk of B12 deficiency. You might recognize B12 deficiency in very ordinary ways. Tingling in your toes, subtle shaking when standing too long, unsteadiness when turning, or the strange sensation that your legs are out of sync with your brain. In more advanced cases, low B12 levels are also linked to memory loss, chronic fatigue, and even disorientation while walking. Another crucial role of vitamin B12 is in red blood cell production. When your body lacks B12, it produces weak red blood cells that can't deliver enough oxygen to your tissues. This can cause persistent fatigue, dizziness, or weakness in your arms and legs, even if you're not exerting yourself. It's why many people assume they're just getting old, when in fact they're simply missing a vital nutrient. The good news, you can prevent or even reverse this with just a few small dietary changes. Vitamin B12 is found in familiar everyday foods like eggs, salmon, mackerel, chicken, liver milk, and dairy products. For vegetarians, look for fortified breakfast cereals or plant-based milks with added B12, or consider supplements or injections as recommended by your doctor. If you're over 60, especially if you've experienced any of the symptoms above, a simple blood test can measure your B12 levels. And just one small adjustment like adding 2 eggs to your breakfast or enjoying a cup of yogurt each afternoon can make a noticeable difference. Steadier legs, quicker reflexes, more energy, and a sharper, more focused mind every day. Number 5, potassium, supporting smooth, steady muscle contractions. Have you ever been walking and suddenly felt your leg go weak, like it just gave out? Or maybe after standing for a while, your legs begin to tremble slightly, as if they can no longer support your weight. That feeling is not only unsettling, it could be a clear signal that your body is missing a vital mineral, potassium. Potassium is an essential electrolyte that helps maintain fluid balance and enables communication between your nerves and muscles. Put simply, if your body were a radio, potassium would be the frequency that keeps every channel clear and connected. When potassium levels are sufficient, your muscles function smoothly, no spasms, no stiffness, and your movements stay steady and coordinated. But when your body is low on potassium, you may experience sudden leg weakness, trembling when standing, or muscles that seem to ignore your brain's commands. A potassium deficiency is also one of the most common causes of leg cramps, especially at night or after a short walk. For older adults, electrolyte imbalance becomes even more common due to factors like diuretics, dehydration, or eating too many processed foods. Potassium also plays a key role in regulating heart rhythm and in blood pressure. Another reason it's particularly important for seniors, especially those with a history of hypertension or on heart medications. According to geriatric nutrition experts, a potassium-rich diet can reduce the risk of stroke and heart disease. However, if you have kidney issues or take medications that affect potassium levels, talk to your doctor before using high-dose supplements. Too much potassium can also negatively affect the heart. The good news is potassium is easy to get, no pills required. Bananas are a classic source, but there are plenty of other foods that are just as rich in potassium. Sweet potatoes, spinach, coconut water, pumpkin, and white beans are all excellent choices. These foods not only support muscle function, they're also packed with fiber vitamins and antioxidants that benefit your digestion and heart health. Here's a simple tip you can try today. Roast a sweet potato and sprinkle it with a pinch of sea salt. It's delicious, helps restore potassium, and gives you a bit of natural sodium to support overall electrolyte balance. It makes a great afternoon snack or post-walk pick-me-up. Don't wait until your legs stop cooperating to start taking care of them. By adding potassium-rich foods to your diet every day, you'll help maintain smooth, steady muscle contractions, and you'll feel stronger, more stable, and more in control with every step you take, whether you're 60, 70, or beyond. Number 6, vitamin E better circulation, faster muscle recovery. Have you ever noticed that some days even a short walk leaves your legs feeling completely drained? Or that after a bit of gardening, just bending down to pull a few weeds, your calves ache the next day and you have to massage them for relief? That's not always a sign of aging. Sometimes it's because your muscles aren't getting enough circulation to recover properly after activity. And this is where vitamin E steps in, the quiet delivery driver that helps everything run more smoothly. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant that protects your cells from damage caused by inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which become more common as we age. But what many people don't realize is that vitamin E also helps improve blood circulation, especially to hard-to-reach areas like the calves and feet, places that are often overlooked when it comes to nutrient delivery. When your blood flows well, your muscles receive the oxygen and nutrients they need to recover quickly after movement, whether it's walking, climbing stairs, or just turning your body. At the same time, vitamin E helps your body clear out lactic acid, the substance that causes soreness and stiffness. That means you feel less stiff, less sore after physical activity, and your legs feel lighter and more agile. If your body lacks vitamin E over time, your recovery after activity can start to slow down. Muscles become more prone to micro tears that don't heal quickly, leading to lingering aches or fatigue that seems to come out of nowhere. Some studies also link low vitamin E levels to nighttime cramps, reduced endurance, and increased inflammation in muscle tissue, especially after age 60. Another benefit that shouldn't be overlooked, vitamin E has natural anti-inflammatory properties. This matters greatly as we get older, since low-grade inflammation often builds up in the muscles and joints without us realizing it. Getting enough vitamin E can help calm those tiny inflammatory responses that may not be visible, but definitely affect how your body feels and moves each day. You can find vitamin E in everyday foods like sunflower oil, roasted sunflower seeds, almonds, avocados, extra virgin olive oil, and hazelnuts. These foods don't just boost vitamin E naturally, they're also heart healthy and good for your skin. A win-win. One important note, vitamin E is a fat-soluble vitamin, which means it can accumulate in your body over time, especially if taken in high doses through supplements. Long-term overuse of high-dose vitamin E above 200-400 IU per day may lead to side effects like nausea, dizziness, or blood clotting issues. If you're considering supplements, especially in larger doses, talk with your doctor first. The best approach is to start with real food sources of vitamin E, a safe, effective, and sustainable way to support muscle recovery, ease fatigue, and help your steps feel lighter and more comfortable day by day. Number 7, vitamin C, collagen for strong tendons and resilient ligaments. If you've ever heard a clicking or popping in your knees when standing up, or felt a dull ache in your ankle after a slow walk, it might not just be a sign of aging. It could be your body's way of saying it's missing something, essential collagen. And to produce collagen, your body needs a key helper, vitamin C. Vitamin C isn't just the cold and flu vitamin like many people believe. When it comes to your musculoskeletal system, especially after age 50, vitamin C acts as a trigger for collagen production, the very substance that keeps your tendons, ligaments, and connective tissues around the joints flexible and elastic. As collagen declines, which naturally happens in middle age, the soft tissues around your joints stiffen and lose their bounce. This leads to pain during movement, joints that make noise, or light inflammation after simple activity. Without enough vitamin C, collagen rebuilds more slowly, and small injuries in muscles, tendons, or ligaments take much longer to heal. That's why so many people say things like, even light walking hurts, or my knees feel loose, or my ankles just feel weak. But that's not all. Vitamin C is also a powerful antioxidant that protects your muscle cells from damage caused by free radicals, especially after physical activity or during prolonged stress. A body with enough vitamin C heals faster, calms inflammation more quickly, and better maintains the durability of muscles, joints, and ligaments. After the age of 50, your body naturally produces about 1 to 1.5% less collagen each year. And without enough raw materials like vitamin C, that decline speeds up, directly impacting the strength and resilience of your tendons, ligaments, skin, and even blood vessels. Vitamin C is water-soluble and breaks down easily with heat, so it's best to consume it from fresh or lightly cooked foods to preserve its full benefit. Luckily, vitamin C is easy to find. You'll get it from familiar fruits like oranges, grapefruits, strawberries, and kiwi, as well as vegetables like red bell peppers, broccoli, and kale. These foods not only pack vitamin C, they also offer fiber and natural anti-inflammatory compounds that support overall wellness. Here's a simple, powerful tip. Drinking a glass of fresh orange juice in the morning doesn't just boost your vitamin C, it also helps your body absorb iron from meals, which can reduce fatigue and improve circulation to your muscles and joints. It's a small daily habit that can make a big difference, especially for those who struggle with joint stiffness in the morning or after light activity. If you've always thought calcium and vitamin D were the only nutrients important for bone and joint health, then vitamin C is the missing piece, the one that keeps your muscles, tendons, and ligaments strong, flexible, and less prone to pain. So let every orange, every serving of greens be a quiet but powerful investment in your legs, one step closer to strength, mobility, and comfort each day. You don't need to change your entire life. Just add an orange to your breakfast, grab a handful of almonds for a snack, or step outside for 15 minutes of morning sunlight, and you've already taken the first step toward restoring the strength in your legs. Because your legs, which always seem steady, are often the first to signal when your health is starting to decline. But they can also be the first to bounce back if you care for them the right way. And that doesn't require expensive medications or complicated workouts. It starts with your meals, your sleep, and your daily sunshine. You don't need to remember all 7 nutrients we talked about today. Just pick one simple thing, the easiest one for you to begin, and do it consistently for a week. Then listen to how your body responds. Maybe you'll sleep better, feel less heaviness in your legs, or simply feel more confident when you stand up and start walking. Which vitamin will you try first? Leave a comment and share someone out there might be reading your story at just the right moment. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Because when you click that button, you're not just supporting this channel, you're helping someone else keep their legs strong for one more day.